Gut-wrenching. Now that's what the NBA referees union is saying about missing a foul during a game between the Boston Celtics and Los Angeles Lakers. The incident occurring as time expired in a tied game and as Lakers superstar LeBron James drove to the basket and his arm was hit by the Celtics' Jason Tatum. After the refs failed to blow the whistle, James was irate, calling for a foul to be called, but to no avail. The game then went into overtime where the Celtics eventually won. And on Sunday, the NBA referees union took to Twitter and apologized for the mistake. Like everyone else, referees make mistakes. We made one at the end of last night's game, and that is gut-wrenching for us. This play will weigh heavily and cause sleepless nights as we strive to be the best referees we can be. Okay, now to football. Mark your calendar. Super Bowl Sunday is 13 days away, February 12th in Arizona. The Green Bay Packers will play. Okay, well, maybe I made that part up. But anyway, it's really the Philadelphia Eagles against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yesterday, millions of Americans had their eyes glued to the two playoff games. One game was a blowout and the other a nail-biter. The Eagles beat the San Francisco 49ers. That was the blowout, 31-7. And the Chiefs just squeezed past the Cincinnati Bengals, 23-20, with the winning points in the last seconds of the game. Some fun trivia. The Super Bowl will have two brothers on opposing teams. Philadelphia center Jason Kelce plays against his brother, Kansas City's tight end Travis Kelce. The last time the Chiefs played the Eagles was in October 2021. In that 2021 game, the Chiefs won 42-30. And one other thing, if you are planning to go, you may have to sell your car to buy that ticket. Only resale tickets are available on Ticketmaster. Currently, the least expensive resale tickets are roughly about $5,900. That's before fees, which are not listed. So it might be a better deal. Take that money and buy a big screen TV. You can use that all year long. Former NFL coach and Super Bowl winning coach and national spokesperson for the nonprofit organization All-Pro Dad, Tony Dungy joins me. Good evening, Coach.
Hey, Greta. Let me say a couple of things to start with. Sorry your Packers aren't there, first of all, but I think it is going to be a great Super Bowl. And secondly, I can't believe those ticket prices. My first Super Bowl, I was a player for the Steelers in 1978. The tickets were $30. I can't believe what they're going for now.
Well, I'll give you a little more trivia, which pulls together both of your comments. Do you know who played in the first Super Bowl and who won?
I do know that the Kansas City Chiefs played the Green Bay Packers, and the Packers won. I believe it was 35-10.
And we sort of laughed about it because it was then I think called the AFC. We don't laugh tonight. We're not laughing right now, though. We're not laughing. We're humble. All right. So what's the challenge here? You've got two quarterbacks who are injured. The Eagles quarterback, he's got a bad throwing shoulder, and the Chiefs have got one. We've got a quarterback with a really bad ankle, but it didn't seem to bother him last night. So, tell me your thoughts going into this game.
Yeah, that is going to be probably the storyline the whole 2 weeks. There's injuries on both sides, but these two quarterbacks are very talented. They're the leaders of their team. Jalen Hurts, you mentioned for the Eagles, sore shoulder. He didn't throw as well as he can throw yesterday, but he gutted it out, got them the victory. Patrick Mahomes for the Chiefs, he's got a sore ankle. He was limited. He gutted it out, got them the victory. How healthy are these guys going to be? That's going to be the focus a lot, I think, in the next 2 weeks.
And you've also got the sort of, I think, sort of the intriguing thing. I mean, it's always sort of, to me, is like, half the game is like, going that extra yard, having a really extra reason to win. Coach Reid of the Kansas City Chiefs, he spent about 14 seasons, didn't he, with the Eagles? So, I mean, it's like, he's got a little extra motive to win this one.
He really does. And I know Andy Reid pretty well. I know he's going to spend the next 2 weeks saying, oh, it doesn't matter. And I'm very, very happy that the Eagles are there. And the time I spent there, I don't have any frustration or no extra motivation. But I can tell you from being in that situation, when you go against your old team, it does mean something to you. And you do want to prove that you're a good coach and you want to win that game. So with all the motivation, yeah, everybody wants to win the Super Bowl, but Andy Reid will have a little bit more as well.
All right, so what are the teams doing between now and then?
What happens now, you've got 2 weeks, and this is a little unusual. Usually you only have 1 week to prepare. But what both teams will do is they'll put their game plans in, they'll practice at home. The Eagles will practice in Philadelphia. Chiefs will practice in Kansas City. They'll go over everything that they're going to use. And then next week, they'll go to Phoenix. and then it becomes just this carnival and just crazy atmosphere, and you try to keep things under control. You want your guys to enjoy the Super Bowl week, enjoy the moment, enjoy the fans, but you want to try to rein it in. And then about Friday, you'll gear it down and start over again. But that week in Phoenix is unbelievable. And the team that can process that and handle the hype and handle the publicity and handle the circus. Kansas City's been there for Philadelphia. This is their first time in a while.
All right, let me talk about one other topic, which I didn't bring you here for. All-Pro Dad. That goes back to 1997, and I think I want the viewers to know what this is. So I know what it is, but please tell them what All-Pro Dad is.
Yes, Greta, I was coaching the Tampa Bay Bucks at the time, and 5 or 6 of my assistant coaches, we got together one day and said, we're doing a good job. We're trying to get the Buccaneers back in the Super Bowl race and be relevant as a football team, and we're doing a good job of that. But we aren't doing as good a job at parenting as our dads did. We're not spending enough time with our kids. What can we do? We went to visit an organization called Family First, and the president there had some ideas. Here's some things that you guys can do to spend more time with your kids, more productive time, and it was great for us. And then he said, well, you know what? You're not the only ones that have this issue. There are a lot of men out there that wish they could be better dads. Maybe you can help us get the message out. So with the Buccaneers, we teamed up with Family First, and we created All-Pro Dad. It's grown to 48 states now. We have a website. We have daily emails that go out to over 1 million men. We have monthly meetings where guys go to school with their kids, spend some time with them an hour before school each month. And it's been awesome, just helping men understand that our job as fathers is really, really important.
Coach Tony Dungy, thank you very much. Always nice to see you. Thank you, sir.
Hey, thanks, Greta, and maybe next year for the Packers.
Maybe next year. I think Rodgers is leaving. I think this is the end. But anyway, we can't afford to. He's an expensive fellow. Anyway, thank you, Coach.